this is Ben from Trading Strategy Guides. In this video, I just want to show you exactly how our EFC indicator works. Right now, this EFC indicator, we developed this. It's for the MT4 and MT5 platform. So this dashboard will look fairly similar for both of those platforms. So this is the MT4 platform, and this is our newest EFC dashboard. This is the EFC dashboard 2.0, we're calling it. And basically what this does is it uses the EFC indicator, and then it gives you all of the pairs, basically everything you have in your market watch. You can see here your market watch, all these symbols that will be placed here on this dashboard. And this is a very nice feature for this 2.0 dashboard, because literally all you got to do right here is if you see a buy, on the EFC dashboard, all you got to do is click on it, and you can actually see the chart. It's a little bit zoomed out, but you can actually kind of see what's going on. And you can see that it was a buy. It was a good buy signal based on the EFC indicator. So that's a really nice feature because you don't have to be pulling up charts. You can just, everything's right here or there for you. And as you can see here, this is the time frame. So what we got is we got the symbol, we got the time frame, and then we got the signal that's showing. So right here, these are all daily charts. You can see up here, daily. These are all daily signals. So that was a buy signal for New Zealand yen. This will be, if you click on this chart, it'll show up right here. This is a sell signal. It's for the Aussie New Zealand, and so on and so forth. Right here, we got the divergence based on the strategy. So you can keep clicking these all you want. We actually have other dashboards that look very similar. This is our new EFC dashboard. Really nice, great feature. It makes it a lot easier to use our EFC indicator, by far our most popular indicator, basically because it's real nice. It shows those reversal signals. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you're saying EFC, what are you talking about? Like, what is the EFC? You can go to our website. It's www.tradingstrategyguides.com. If you go and search RSI 8020, you're going to find a strategy, and that's the strategy behind the EFC. And it's actually, here's a little tidbit of it. Here's the roles. You can see the roles: step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 roles to it. It's pretty simple. Well, depending on how you're, if you're an advanced or if you're beginning. If you're an advanced trader, you're going to pick on this. You're going to pick up on the strategy really quick. If you're a beginner trader, you might need to read it a few times. Here's that whole entire booklet. We give it away for free. This is 100% free. You go on our website, you can go find RSI 8020, and you'll find the rules. You'll be able to read it, and you'll be able to figure out the methodology behind this strategy, or behind this indicator. I'm sorry, it's behind the indicator and dashboard. So let's dive into this a little bit more. What also is a nice feature is not only does it show those like I was showing here, but if you click on, let's say the 4-hour chart, you're gonna see some alerts. So these are gonna be all the alerts now. Some of them might be older alerts now, but basically seeing all these sell. There's a lot of sell signals we see here with the EFC dashboard. With this new 2.0 dashboard, and then you're going to be able to see that exactly what's going on, and basically you just leave this up. You leave this up on your chart, and you go do something else, and you hear that alert ding. You come over here and you see EFC dashboard on the euro pound price broke the buy stop, and it'll show you the level. It'll show you the exact level, and it moved how many points, ticks, points, pips, whatever you want to call it. So this, for instance, it moves 869 points, euro pound. So we can even go up here and we can find the euro pound, and this is the chart. So you see that actually was a really nice trade. On the 4-hour chart, this is where it would have signaled a buy, and look at that. You can see those green candles. Like I said, it's a little zoomed out. This isn't meant to be your only way. You know, you see a little thing here, and you say, oh, okay, let's go ahead and buy it. But basically here, this would have been right here. This is where you would have bought, and you can see that big nice move. Really good trade. Really nice trade. Looks like it's up. Probably the target's about here somewhere, and our stop loss would have been maybe here. It's a 3 to 1. So it's a 3 risk or a 3 reward to 1 risk. So that's the risk reward behind this indicator. So that actually would have been a really nice trade. Very, very, very nice. And so that's a 4-hour chart. And like I said, we can go all the way down to the minute chart. The EFC, it tends to work better on the hour, the 4-hour and a daily. Even a 30 is good. These down below, you need to make sure you're looking at you're making sure you're looking at the price action. You're looking at support and resistance, because there could be a little bit more false signals that low. It still works. It still works really well. The dashboard and the RSI or the EFC indicator, everything works with the indicator, but you just got to make sure you're looking at the price action. Higher time frames, you can tend to, you see the signal and it's like, wow, that's a really great signal, and boom, it just so happens you see you'll see something like this. You see this was a signal. I already pulled some of these up. New Zealand yen, and as you can see here, I can pull up my drawing here. This was it would have signaled right here. So this was the buy signal. You would have got an alert. You would have got an alert on your EFC, either the dashboard or your EFC. This is the EFC indicator. And then it came down just a little bit, and then it broke up. Right now we're sitting at 78.453. Let's see, we're going to be going up. This will be our target actually. So 81.36. So 81.36. That's going to be our target. And here's actually our risk. So what I was saying about that risk to reward. Here's what you're risking. So you're risking this much. This is what's great about the EFC indicator. You're risking this much, and your reward is this much. So even if you're losing a ton of trades here, and I'm not saying you're going to lose every trade or every other, but even if you're losing, maybe if you got a 40% win rate with it, you're still making money because of this. Because this is your reward. Your reward's here, and your risk is right here. And that's what makes this strategy really good. And if you ever wanted to adjust that as well, the risk to reward, you can always do that by going right here. You can just change that to a 2, change that to a 1. Say you're a 1-to-1 risk to reward guy. You're not a 1-to-3. You don't think it'll ever hit that. Go ahead and put that 1-to-2 or 1-to-1, and look at that. This is the take profit level. You see how it was up here? See how it jumped down? That was 1-to-2. And this is the EFC indicator I'm actually looking at now. I was actually supposed to be talking about the dashboard here, but this is the EFC. And look at that. So 1-to-1. So if you're a 1-to-1 risk to reward kind of guy, if you don't think that 1-to-3 is you can adjust those settings to a 1-to-3. So basically what's going to happen here now is once it hits this, the indicator is going to shut off and it's going to start looking for more EFC trades, more RSI 80/20 trades. And I can pull up the RSI indicator, I can start explaining all that, but really with the EFC indicator, you see a green arrow, up arrow, you're going to want to buy. You see a red down arrow, you're going to want to sell. Now, am I saying that you should trade every single signal? No, we get asked a lot of questions about this indicator saying, hey, I just saw a signal and it just went to it just hit the stop loss like that. Like it signaled buy and it signaled right here. Hey man, it signaled right here and it came down here all the way down here. Oh man, your indicator doesn't work. It's a horrible indicator. Get out of here. Well, I mean, it's what it is. It's an indicator, and it's there to help you find a trade. It's not necessarily saying you need you don't necessarily have to take the trade once you see it. Like that's actually a really bad way to trade. If you're just basically what our indicators are is we get a profitable strategy, we get a successful strategy, and we develop an indicator that backs it, and then it trades the strategy for you. It's not an EA, it's an indicator. If we wanted to trade it for you, what we would do is just all the signals are here. All we'd have to do is make that into an EA robot, and maybe we could do that down the road, but we don't really want to do that for you. We want to make sure you're the one that's actually taking the trade, not a robot, not some algorithm out there. But I'm going to leave us at 1 to 3 because this is what makes EFC indicators so successful, is 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. Okay, so getting back to our dashboard, there's a lot of stuff that actually you can do with it. There's a lot of settings that you can adjust. Lots of outputs. Say you don't want to see all of these. If you only say you only trade, let's say you only trade 2 of these instead of all however many there are here. What you can do is actually specify. You can specify what symbol you want to see. So if you only want to see a couple of these, then by all means go ahead and delete those, and and then you should be good. We might have to modify something. Okay, yeah, we had to modify something there, and I had to get out there for a second. What you need to make sure, if you do want to do a specific, this is very important. You need to pay attention because this is actually really important. Let me get my drawing tool out here. Market Watch. Come over to Market Watch. Click up here. Click this button. Click on Market Watch. Now you see this little thing here. It says I. There we go. It says I there. You need to make sure that, say this euro dollar. Oh, the euro dollar here. You need to make sure that what you see here is what you see here. So basically all you need to do is this euro dollar I, and then a little comma, and then whatever time frame, H1, M30, M1. What do you trade? Say you trade these 3 all hourly, then that's what you got to put in there. You need to put euro dollar, the broker prefix, suffix, whatever there. Trader's way is I, so you go euro dollar I, comma, time frame, and then a semicolon, and a semicolon, and then your next pair, pound dollar, whatever over here. If it's in the Market Watch, you're good to go. If it's in the Market Watch, if it's one of these, then you're good to go. If it's something random, then it's not going to show up. You're going to say, hey man, it says no setup, it's not working, your indicator stinks. Sorry, nobody says that. No, for real though, it's very simple. You got to put the I, euro dollar I, the whatever prefix, suffix, whatever your broker uses. Trader's way is I, so you just put I there. And you can put as many or as little as you want. There actually might be, I probably shouldn't say as many as you want. There's probably a limit depending on how many Market Watch symbols you have over here. But most people, they're just gonna click over here, go to all symbols. Actually, what I'll do is just reset, and you go to all symbols, and then everything should show up there for you. The alerts will show up. And that's really all you got to do. It's really simple to add. It's a really easy indicator to use. There's a lot of other RSI, overbought and oversold. You only adjust these if, let me bring my strategy over here, you actually read the strategy. Okay, so don't adjust those if you haven't read the strategy. The strategy is 80-20. The RSI parameters are at 80 and 20. It's these lines here. Don't adjust those if you have no idea what that means. Leave it on 80-20 because that's the best settings for the strategy. We've actually had a few traders tell us that they moved it to a 70 and a 30, and that actually worked out really well. 80 and 20s, it'll weed out a little bit more false signals. So that's why we like it at 80-20. There won't be as many chances, but you're going to, what the chances you do see are going to be really good. They're going to be really good trades. They should be anyhow. Like I said, you still have to make that trade though. And there's a lot of other stuff. All these little arrows, these little dark, you can change all these colors. I leave it the same. I like it how we have it, the defaults, but you can adjust that if you wish. And the alerts, you're going to be able to alert yourself on whatever you want. You can send that notification. We've had a video about getting notifications on your device on MetaTrader 4 and 5, so you can go ahead and search for that if you need help on getting notifications, or just do a quick Google search how to get notifications on MetaTrader. It's really simple. Depending on what phone you have, if you have an iPhone or if you have an Android, I think it matters a little bit there, but it's really simple. So basically, these alerts, all these alerts will come to your phone if you want. It's all customizable. This whole thing is customizable, and that's the way we have it. Leave this at close price. If you want to these are a little more advanced settings. You can kind of tinker with them if you want. Leave this at 8, and this will just scan the bars. This is 50, so you want to leave that at 50. Everything else is pretty standard. We try to make it as simple as possible based on the strategy. That's what we do. We want to not complicate stuff as much as possible, and we think this will cover from the beginners to the advanced. We gave some of those settings for those advanced traders who want to kind of tweak the strategy. But if you're a beginner, if you're just starting out, if you've been trading for less than a year, leave those settings alone. You can change these colors if you want, change the arrows or something, but just leave the settings alone and just focus on the sell, buy. What I would do is just click on all these and take a look at them, pound, dollar, and then you can always just say if you see something like that, then come over to a chart and take a look. There's two right here, pound, dollar, and New Zealand yen. Here's two right here. So this is like I said, that's that buy signal. Here's a sell. They look a little bit different on the EFC. You can actually make this look completely different, but I really don't want to focus on the EFC. That could be for a later time. I wanted to focus on this dashboard, but they're both the same. A sell would look like a red candles, and a buy will look like green. So it's a very straightforward indicator, and then we always give you that take profit target at 1.29820, and then where to place your stop loss. The best place to place your stop loss, we can also get into that, and maybe at a later time we'll focus on this, why we put this stop loss here and why we put this take profit here. It has to do with this level here. I'm just going to give you the hint. It gives you this basically, if it breaks this level, it's we don't want that trade anyways. We want to get out of this trade, so basically it involves this level right here. So we also have another dashboard. I guess we would call it EFC Scanner 1.0, and it looks like this. A little bit different than this. We kind of wanted to give a variety. This will show you the buy signals, kind of what it means. RSI is below 20. So for instance, the Euro New Zealand on a minute 15 chart, the RSI is below 20 right now, and then on the 30-minute chart, there's actually a setup that's confirmed, and it looks a little bit different. It has a little different feel to it. Really, I'm not going to say one's better than the other because they're both very good. But what we found out through many years of working with traders, with teaching traders, with helping traders, no matter what market they're trading, if they're trading Bitcoin, if they're trading Forex, if they're trading stocks, or whatever it is, they like variety. No two traders are the same. Is basically what I'm saying. No two traders are exactly alike. So one trader would love this type of dashboard because they think this is a little easier to see and navigate, while another trader will think this is a little bit better because all they need is this. With this, you still have to go to the charts and actually look at, are these confirmed. With this, say right now, I want to go to the minute chart, and I want to see what's going on down there, all the way down to the minute. So I just pulled up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just pulled up 5 trades. What's this look like? Well, let's see. That actually looks like a nice reversal. Why don't we check out the pound New Zealand? So we'll go down to the pound New Zealand and see what it looks like. We'll look at a pound New Zealand chart. And so I mean that's kind of the difference. Here's another nice looking trade. That looks like a nice trade. Well, they actually all look like nice trades down there. And so basically I just analyzed 5 setups. Now that's not a good analysis. I'm not gonna be able to trade like right there then and now. I'm still gonna have to obviously look at the chart. You always want to make sure you look at the chart, look at different time frames, stuff like that. But what I'm saying is I just analyzed 5 different charts in a matter of 10 seconds. And here's the lonely sell trade. Looks like we just actually got an alert on Euro Aussie. So here's a sell, and then here's another sell. So there's actually 2 sells that just came up. This looks like a nice trend breaker here. So that actually looks like a really good, but remember, this is all the way down to the minute chart. So it's all the way down in the minute chart. So we don't want to assume anything. You never want to assume anything. And wow, we're getting a ton of alerts here. They actually might have just kicked in. And if you're going to be, here's my recommendation. Now since I think of it, so we're getting all these alerts. And if you're going to be switching from time frame to time frame to time frame to time frame, like this, see we're getting all these alerts. And this is actually a good teaching lesson here. You want to turn these alerts off. Just turn the alerts off. Turn them all off to false. Especially if you're going from from time frame to time frame. Turn all those off, because I mean there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that you just don't see here, and it takes a little bit of time to catch up. It's not all instantaneous like we'd like it to be. I know people tend to be a little bit impatient with stuff, but if you want to look at different time frames real quick, you're going to be able to just do that and turn those alerts off, and that's all you got to do. So see right there, that doesn't really look like the greatest trades, but you know what, no signal is perfect. And so that's it. It was a quick about 22 minutes long video about the EFC 2.0 dashboard, and I kind of went through a lot. So if you have any questions, let us know. You can email us at info@Trading Strategy Guides. If it's somewhere where you can comment, leave a comment, do a post, do whatever you want to do, whatever you need to do to get a hold of us. We got team members everywhere. We're spread it out. We keep growing each and every month. And so if you have any kind of question with the EFC, I know this is our most popular indicator, so we've answered hundreds and hundreds of questions about the EFC indicator. We spend hours teaching people the strategy, and it's a really good strategy. If you know, what we want to get through your heads is read this first. Read this strategy first. See if it's for you. See if you only trade trends. If you're at trend only, I'd never trade reversals. Then don't use this indicator. Don't bother investing in this indicator. Don't bother reading the strat. If you don't trade reversals, if you said back whenever you first started trading that I will never trade reversals, I don't think they're any good. I don't think that they move. Actually, well, let's see, 130 pips, but I don't think they work. Reversal trades don't work. 1 to 3 risk reward ratios don't work. Then don't trade it. Don't use the indicator. That's as simple as that. But if you're still looking for a strategy, if you're still looking for a system that'll work for you, head on over to our website. Go to find our strategy, find our RSI strategy. Even search EFC, even search EFC indicators. See what it's all about. if you, this is, I guess, this a little disclaimer. If you see an EFC from somewhere else, somewhere that's not us, it's actually not the EFC. It's not an updated version. It's not, we've been finding out, it's different stuff like that. But you need to get it from us, because we're gonna invest as much time as we can with you, teaching you the strategy behind this, teaching you how this indicator works, giving you this update. This dashboard. Where'd my dashboard go? This dashboard, the very first EFC indicator, this never existed. Actually, to tell you the truth, the original EFC didn't look anything like this. It actually was a lot of bugs. We actually worked a long time to get it to look like this. So what I'm saying is we update you with new features, new dashboards. This is a brand new dashboard. We actually give you two now. So here's the two. Here's the 1 and 2. And we like to help our traders out. We like to do what we can for our traders. So if this looks interesting to you, if you want to learn more about it, if you have any other questions, go visit the link, the website, message us at info@tradingstrategyguys.com, hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on Twitter. Facebook is just Trading Strategy Guides. I think Twitter, it's just TSG Guides. I'd have to double check that, but I think it's just /TSG Guides. You can find us on Twitter. You can always message us there. Probably the best place to get a hold of us is info@tradingstrategyguides.com, and we'll help you out with this dashboard if you have any questions or anything like that. We actually have a knowledge base that we could probably share with you for other traders. Most of the time there's a lot of the same questions, and we try to actually solve that whenever you read about the EFC. So we try to implement that as we go, as we get new questions. But this dashboard is pretty self-explanatory. It's a very good update, probably one of our best updates. And there still might be a few bugs here and there. And we'll address those as we get to them. We always get what we do. We actually have we actually have a ton of surveys. I don't know if you guys know this. Probably a lot of you don't. Is we actually have a survey. So once you actually invest in this plugin or this indicator, maybe a few days, we're going to shoot you out an email that says, hey, how are you liking it? What have you found out? Is there anything that we can improve on? And there's a bunch of different questions surrounding this dashboard, this indicator, this scanner, and we get questions, and then we actually answer them, and we also get really good feedback. And this actually was somebody who really wasn't understanding what was going on here, and so what we ended up doing, we actually went to our developer and we said, hey, is there anything you can do to make this maybe a tad bit easier? Maybe we get another version, something like that, something that could be a little more easier to navigate, to where they can see everything in one place. And this is actually what we put our heads together. This is actually what we came up with. So it's a really nice end product, and we think you guys are going to really like it. So again, if you don't like this new version, say you already got the EFC, and you said, well, I took a look at it. I really like the other scanner better. I'll stick with this one. Stick with that one. What's really unique about this is it'll do any symbol. With this, you're kind of limited to these pairs. With this, you're actually going to be able to, whatever's in the market watch. So whatever you're trading, if you're trading Bitcoin, Bitcoin's really big right now. We've done a little bit of testing with the EFC. Bitcoin's, it's a little crazy. Depending on if you trade it or not, you could test it out basically. So run the EFC through the Bitcoin and see how it does, and it works pretty good on the higher time frames. Lower time frames, probably not so much. But again, that's based on the strategy, and we actually tell you that. We actually share some information about that, kind of like a little disclaimer. So that's basically it. I think I'm out of time here. Any questions for us? You know what to do. info@tradingstrategyguides.com. We'll be there to help and support you along the way. If you're still with me, I appreciate you sticking with me. And if you like, again, any questions in regard to any kind of markets, anything like that, you can always hit our support team up. And if you have any suggestions for new indicators, any suggestions for new maybe EAs, new products, new trainings, new platform, anything like that, let us know. We're always taking suggestions. That's actually how a lot of our stuff gets done. Is we hear our traders and we give them what they want, but we make sure it's valuable. You know, you don't just want to give somebody something and it not be valuable. We actually make sure it's valuable for them, for their success, and then we develop it for them. That's why we have a lot of, we have a full-time trader. We have a lot of different stuff that will help traders become successful. Not successful overnight, but successful once they learn the system. All right, guys, that's it. My name is Ben. You can personally message me. I could personally message you back. Just say, hey, can I talk to Ben or something like that? And I could probably get with you guys. And if you have any maybe advanced questions, just let me know. Let our support know. And that'll be it. All right, guys. Thanks very much. Thanks for sticking with me. And I'll see you next time.